Take me through the moment when you made the decision to do prison.
Oh. A couple days before I had, because every week you go to court, so they check up on you and see how you're doing and with everything. But a couple days before I had to go to court, I actually was taking a lot of pills, and that was the moment actually where I didn't care if I was gonna wake up or not. And I kind of told myself, if I wake up, something needs to happen because this is out of control. I remember that day I was very high. I walked in there and I said to the judge.
You're high in court.
Yeah, every time I went to court I was high.
Now, had you tried to kill yourself the night before you went in there? I mean, you said you took a lot of stuff and didn't care.
Yeah.
Was that a suicide attempt the night before you went into court?
Yeah.
All right. And
It's just hard talking about that.
But I know that's a dark time, but how did you square that with yourself? Because you say, all right, I am going to kill myself. Leah will be without her mother.
That wasn't a thought in my head. That's the bad part. I thought in my head that she would be better off without me, which is stupid, by the way.
So you're high when you go into court the next day.
Yeah.
Take me through that moment.
Well, the whole 2.5 months I had been in rehab, every week that I went to court, I always went, alone, or like my mom would come. And this was the first time that Gary actually went with me because I knew I was opting out that day. I knew I was going to prison. So I had him come with me kind of for support, because I was really scared. I was terrified. I walked in and I remember being in front of the judge and I said, there's not a program out here that's going to help me. I said, I want to opt out of drug court. Send me to prison. The decision that I had was, it's either death or it's prison. Now, which one's worse? It was pretty equal then for me, so that was my decision.
Was it hard to make a decision that you knew would take you away from your daughter for 5 years?
Yeah, but like I said, at that time, I felt
she was second to
off.
The drugs, right?
Yeah, all I wanted to do was get high. You have to understand, as an addict, if you can't wake up in the morning and even move out of bed if you're not high. Like, you're physically ill. Like, you can't even function, especially certain kind of drugs that you use. So nothing compared to that, nothing compared to drugs.
Did you miss her when you started to come down?
When I was sober, it turned into hell. The worst part about being in there is missing people, and I saw her 3 times when I was in there.